Have you ever woken up and realized that one of your shoes was missing? Well, if you have, then you know how terrible that feeling is. But what if your shoe wasn't just missing? It was actually an exciting adventure, and you were too busy to notice. That must be what happened to Max, because when he woke up one morning, he couldn't find his left shoe anywhere. I'm your host, here to bring you greetings from our channel. Today's story is Lost Shoe Mystery. It's a silly adventure for kids. Do give it a thumbs up before we begin. Max threw off the cabbage and yawned really big. He needed to get ready for school. Today was the day that his class was going on a field trip to the zoo. He was so excited to see the penguins and feed the giraffes. But first, he needed to find his shoes. Max looked all around the room, but his left shoe was nowhere to be found. And that was strange because he never took his shoes off when he went to bed. "Bobo, have you seen my shoe?" asked Max. Bobo was Max's dog. It was a big, fluffy dog with a tail that thumped against the floor whenever I was happy. "Arf," said Bobo, tilting his head. Unfortunately, Bobo didn't speak English. But he did understand most of what Max said, and he knew that Max was looking for his shoe. So Bobo went to the closet and started sniffing around, but the shoe was not there. Then Max had a great idea to put on his other shoe and went to look outside. Maybe he had thrown it out of the window while he was practicing his basketball shot last night. But the shoe was not there either. Max was starting to get worried. What if he couldn't find his shoe? How would he go to the zoo without it? Just then, a head knocked at the door. It was his mom. "Good morning, Max. Are you ready for the zoo?" "I'm almost ready, Mom. But I can't find one of my shoes. I think I'm gonna have to go to school barefoot." Max's mom looked down. "Where could it be? You never take your shoes off when you go to bed, do you?" "Nope," said Max. His mom knelt down next to him. "Well, then we need to solve this mystery. I bet we'll find your shoe if we look together." Max and his mom began searching all around the house, but the shoe was nowhere to be found. Finally, they went into the backyard to look. "Maybe I had lost it while I was playing with Bobo." Max and his mom looked everywhere, but the shoe was gone. Then Max noticed something strange. There were lots of small pebbles in the grass, but there was also something else. Hundreds and hundreds of little footprints. They were heading towards the woods behind their house. Max followed the footprints. His mom stayed in the yard with Bobo. Max wanted to go into the woods by himself so he could be a real detective. He put on his thinking face and walked very slowly along the path. The footprints led to a small clearing. In the middle of the clearing was a little girl. She was sitting on a log and swinging her legs back and forth. She was wearing a red raincoat and a yellow hat, and on the log beside her were two shoes, a right shoe and a left shoe. And Max knew instantly that the left shoe was his. "Excuse me," said Max, "but have you seen a dog around here?" "A big, fluffy dog with a long tail." "Yep," said the girl. "I played with your dog for a little while. He's very friendly." The girl stood up and took the shoes off the log. One of the shoes was brown and the other one was red. "Oh, which one is which?" asked Max. The girl shrugged her shoulders. "I don't know. Which one's yours?" "That's mine," said Max. He put the shoe on his foot. "It fit perfectly. Thank you so much." "Little girl, you found my shoe. It was no problem. I love helping those twins find their owners." Then Max noticed something strange. The girl was holding his shoe in her hand like it was a glove. "Wait a minute," said Max. "You found my shoe. But you already have two shoes. Why do you need mine?" The girl smiled. "These aren't my shoes. These are my brother's shoes. I lost them yesterday and I'm taking them back to him right now. Do you want to come with me and meet my brother?" "Sure," said Max. "I like making new friends." The two children continued walking down the path. Soon they came to a fork in the road. One path went to the left and the other one went to the right. "Which way do we go?" asked Max. "To the right," said the girl. As they walked, she told Max all about her brother. "I like spaghetti and meatballs, and there's a pet hamster named Danny. Oh, and he loves dinosaurs." Soon they came to another fork in the road. Again, one path went to the left and the other one went to the right. "Which way do we go?" asked Max. "To the left," said the girl. Then suddenly, something amazing happened. The trees parted and revealed a magnificent castle. Max couldn't believe his eyes. It was a real-life castle. And right in the middle of it was the girl's brother. He was sitting on a stone throne and wearing a plastic crown. And beside him were two shoes, a right shoe and a left shoe. And Max knew instantly that the left shoe was his. "Do you want to come inside the castle and meet my brother and Danny the hamster?" asked the girl. "Sure," said Max. He loved exploring magical places. As they walked up the stairs to the castle, Max was saying that said. Beware of, said Regan. He likes to eat brave benches. Max gulped. He didn't want to get eaten by Regan, but just then. Bobo came bounding up the stairs. He barked happily and wagged his tail. There's no dragon here, said the girl. Laughing, that's just my brother's inflatable dinosaur. He likes to pretend that it's a ferocious dragon that guards the castle. As Max entered the castle, he saw a boy sitting on a stone throne. The boy was wearing a plastic crown, and beside him were two shoes, a right shoe and a left shoe. And Max knew instantly that the left shoe was his. These are my shoes, said Max. You found my shoe, but you already have two shoes. Why do you need me, ne? The boy took the shoe and put it on his foot. It fit perfectly. Thanks for finding my shoe, Max. I've been looking all over the place for it. Let's go get some ice cream to celebrate. Max and Bobo and the girl and her brother and the dinosaur and the hamster all went to the ice cream shop. Everyone got their favorite flavor. Max got chocolate, the boy got vanilla. The girl got strawberry and Bobo got a big bowl of dog biscuits. After everyone was finished eating their ice cream, they all said their goodbyes. It was so much fun meeting you. Max said the girl. Me too, said Max. The two children wept until they could no longer see each other. Then Max turned and went home. When he entered the house, his mom was waiting for him with a big smile on her face. I'm so glad you found your shoe. Max, now let's get you ready for the zoo. We're gonna have so much fun today. Max and his mom were about to leave when suddenly Bobo started barking. I was looking at Max's shoe. It looked just like any other shoe, but Max knew that it was no ordinary shoe. It was a shoe full of magic. It had taken him on an exciting adventure through the woods to a secret castle, where they made a new friend and discovered a brave knight. And it was all because he couldn't find his shoe in the morning. Max left and put the shoe on his foot. It fit perfectly. Let's go to the zoo, Bobo, he said. The two friends ran out the door and down the street, happy to be spending the day together. And that's the end of today's Lost Shoe Mystery. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to share it with your friends. Stay tuned for more fun adventures. We'll see you next time.